Well, with time running short and season's about to begin, you still have guys that want to upgrade, girls that want to upgrade, and I understand that. You buy a new bow or you're just getting into it, you want to change arrows, something's different. What do I look for in an arrow? There's so many options out there and so many things to do. Myself, because I'm primarily hunting, what I want to do is I want to create the best penetration possible, whether I'm hunting elk, whether I'm hunting big game, what it is. So I like the new tapered shafts. You know, the T64 from Easton, so it starts out as a larger diameter, tapers all the way down in the back. It's a full metal jacket, so the outside is aluminum, the inside is carbon. It's very straight, it's very stiff. It's a great arrow for someone like me who wants that, you know, arrow that I can go from elk all the way down to turkeys. For the next person who's just a Midwest hunter, they're not really going out west, not doing a lot of things. There's a lot of options. You can go with just a standard full metal jacket. Again, full metal jacket, you have exterior is going to be aluminum, interior is going to be carbon. Great hunting arrow, great stability. This arrow is tough, it's durable. You know, and if you're going to be the next step up and want to do a lot of target shooting or want that long range shooting stuff, then you might want to look at the match grade. So you're going to look for this on an arrow. You know, it's going to have the red and the yellow, and it will say match grade right on it. What that does is that keeps the grains, you know, a lot closer. Everything in your tolerances in that arrow as far as straightness are really, really close from one to the other. So they're packaged that way, so then you'll be that much more accurate, especially if you're going to do a lot of long range shooting, a lot of fixed blade heads. If you're going to do the fixed blade, I definitely recommend going with a match grade. If you don't want to get into that and you want something that you say, well, you know, I don't like the aluminum, I want to go all carbon, well, then you go to, you know, your axes. Your axes, they have a lot of flexibility. You can bend them quite a bit. They're going to come back to straightness in your carbon shafts. Again, you have the options. You have your standard carbon right here, and then you have your match grade. Same reason in this match grade as you do in the full metal jacket. So if you're going to go into that fixed blade head, look at that match grade. If you're going to do a lot of long range shooting, look at the match grade. If you're going to do just your Midwest hunting or you're an out west once a week out of a year, something like that, you can look at any standard arrow that Easton produces out there. That either full metal jacket, you can look at the ions, you can look at, you know, the axis, any type of the carbons. If you're going to be somebody like myself that hunts pretty much anything from large game to small game and want that ultimate in penetration, I'm going to go with the T64s just because with that tapered shaft I'm creating a bigger hole, smaller on the exit, so there's a lot less drag on that arrow, a lot better penetration. So for your big game, your dangerous game in Africa, those types of animals, something like this is a premier choice. Otherwise, there's so many other things that just make sure that you look at the spine charts, get your spines where you need them on your bow setup and what you're shooting. Even in the crossbows, they do make a good crossbow, full metal jacket or a straight carbon. But again, in this, that's your difference between your match grade and your standards, and what I would really look for in matching those up to what you're going to use for a broadhead or the distance that you're going to shoot, or if you're a competition shooter. So looking at that, choose that right arrow up front and don't regret it when you say, accuracy counts, especially when you get out there a little bit farther. You know, mistakes, you make a little bit of a mistake, it will show when you don't have the exact bow tune and that exact arrow for what you need. So make sure you're looking at that, get that tidied up, and you'll be a lot happier with the performance you're getting out of your arrow. And again, like I said last time, the end of the year, you'll be staring at that buck on your wall and hopefully not kicking yourself for that miss and eating tag soup again.